All right, we have some big breaking news out of the WNBA where Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark is going to be sidelined for at least 2 weeks.
The evidence has emerged, proving how Caitlin Clark got hurt this 2025 season.
Caitlin Clark has officially been placed on the injured reserve list, and new footage makes it clear why. It shows constant targeting, intentional contact, and referees ignoring what looks like organized aggression. The proof is strong, and it raises serious questions about how the WNBA has handled its biggest star. What consequences should players and officials face for letting this kind of targeting go on without action?
Behind the scenes. So pretty much the only information that we have so far about the injury itself is from Chloe Peterson. And she said Caitlin Clark's left quad strain is a new injury, I'm told. It is not related to her left.
Let's be clear, Caitlin Clark's quad injury isn't some random accident or normal wear from the game. It's the result of nearly 2 years of unchecked rough play that the WNBA failed to stop and may have even allowed by not protecting their top player. The video we're about to review tells the full story, and it's hard to watch. This goes beyond tough competition. It's targeted aggression disguised as defense, and the league's silence says it all.
I don't know when it happened. I know afterwards, we got a message that she had something going on with her leg, and they were getting an MRI, and then we got the alert yesterday.
Was it after the Liberty game on Saturday?
Was that her last game?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Atlanta Dream game is where things truly went wrong. That matchup gave us the clearest evidence yet. While the crowd noise and "you're in Atlanta" chants grabbed attention, something much worse was happening on the floor. A close look at the footage shows what appears to be a planned effort to physically wear down Clark, actions that go far past the limits of fair play. Watch the clips carefully, really carefully. You'll notice jerseys being grabbed during transitions, unnecessary hits on screens, and moves that look more like wrestling than basketball defense. The Dream players weren't focused on taking the ball. Their goals seemed to be draining Clark's strength through constant physical pressure. Ryan Howard's defensive style stood out for all the wrong reasons. She stayed uncomfortably close during free throws, kept pressure during inbound plays, and made contact on nearly every possession. That's not great defense. That's constant harassment meant to frustrate and exhaust an opponent. But what really stands out is Brittney Griner's role in all of this. She's a player with a major size and strength advantage, yet she used that edge to create contact instead of stepping back. The footage clearly shows Griner leaning into Clark in situations where good defense would mean giving space. Then there's the coaching angle hardly anyone noticed. Stephanie White's move to pull Clark from ball handling duties wasn't just a tactical change. When you look at the timing, it's clear White saw Clark struggling physically before any official injury report surfaced. It's common sense. You don't change your top scorer and playmaker's role unless something's wrong. White recognized early what's now obvious in replays. Her star was being targeted, and refs weren't stepping in. The criticism White took for that decision looks ridiculous now. She was protecting Clark while the league ignored the punishment happening every game. White might have even saved Clark from a worse injury by easing her workload. Then came the New York Liberty game, the final straw. While White said the injury happened there, evidence shows Clark was already hurt and simply hit her limit. Her shooting numbers had been dipping, which fits perfectly with the toll her body was taking. Athletes don't suddenly lose form without reason. Clark's issue wasn't mental or mechanical, it was physical. She'd been absorbing contact for weeks that officials ignored. The Liberty game just pushed her over the edge. Anyone watching closely could see her moving differently, avoiding hits, and clearly playing through pain. The referee's total failure needs to be called out. They allowed this abuse to continue unchecked. This wasn't a few missed calls, it was a pattern of negligence. The footage shows repeated fouls, grabs, and shoves that would never be tolerated in men's or even other women's games. Yet with Clark, refs looked the other way. This isn't about giving her superstar treatment. It's about enforcing basic player safety. When officials allow one player to be targeted, they give others a blueprint to stop talent through force, not skill. What makes this worse is that it fits a pattern going back to Clark's rookie year. Remember Kennedy Carter's cheap shot? or the flagrant fouls brushed off as normal defense. Clark's been hit with non-stop contact that never draws technicals. It's not random, it's a coordinated attempt by multiple teams to push her out of rhythm. And the league's excuse that it's just playoff intensity is laughable. Physical play is part of basketball, but what Clark faces is beyond normal contact. NBA stars deal with tough defense too, but they get protection when it crosses the line. Clark hasn't. Her recent body language showed a player just trying to survive, not compete. That's why her numbers dropped, not because she's overrated, but because the targeting strategy was working. Teams realized they could neutralize her by punishing her physically, and refs allowed it. The league's hypocrisy is impossible to ignore. The WNBA has built its image around Clark's popularity, ticket sales, and attention, yet failed to protect her when it mattered most. You can't market a player as your franchise star and then watch her get battered without consequences. It's a major contradiction in how the league runs. They love the exposure she brings but refuse to act when others cross the line to take her out. Their silence has been especially disappointing. No mention of safety, no review of missed calls, no sign they even acknowledge the issue. Their response? Injuries happen, completely ignoring how this one happened. Clark's injury is a turning point whether they realize it or not. Their biggest attraction is now out because they didn't protect her. Now we'll see how the league performs without her. Ticket sales, ratings, and engagement will all drop, and it's their fault. It also sends a bad message to college stars thinking about joining the league. If the WNBA won't protect its biggest name, why would anyone else want to risk it? Fans have also made things worse. Instead of demanding fair officiating, many are cheering the rough play as good defense. Social media is full of people saying Clark should toughen up, missing the point that this goes beyond regular contact. By defending obvious fouls, fans are encouraging the problem. They can't complain about the league lacking excitement while supporting the treatment that sidelines its best players. The business fallout is huge too. The WNBA will lose serious revenue. Indiana Fever ticket sales will drop, TV ratings will sink, merchandise and coverage will fade, all because their top star is injured. From a business angle, this is a massive failure. The league protected the offenders instead of the player who drives their profits. That's organizational negligence. The real question now is whether the WNBA wants to be a true professional league or just a place where intimidation wins. Clark's injury lays it all bare: the poor officiating, the lack of protection, and the failure to prioritize skill over aggression. Their next move will decide their future. Keep pretending it's normal, and they'll lose all credibility. Admit the issue and fix it, and maybe they recover. But based on what we've seen, don't expect much change. The WNBA seems fine letting its biggest star get beaten out of the game, rather than admit they mishandled everything. The truth is clear: Caitlin Clark's injury was avoidable, and the league's inaction proves just how broken things have become. What happens next will decide whether they can ever regain respect. Smash that like button if you're done seeing great players destroyed by unchecked targeting.